Hey, what's going on? Isn't this where the arrangement usually sits? That's right, you guys. But this week, the arrangement is a surprise. It's a special arrangement that's been a garden club favorite all over the United States, fascinating people for years. And this week, we'll teach you the tricks behind making it yourself. Well, I hope that's going to work. It doesn't sound like it's going to be very fun. So, shall we begin? And you thought I was going to say, let's get started. Construction is an important part of the surprise arrangement we're going to create today. So first off, we have to select a container. A couple weeks ago, I was at the AIFD convention in Palm Springs, and I met a couple of cool guys from the Container Source. They make wonderful plastic containers that come in these great colors. There's JTV colors along with a lot of other hot, new, trendy stuff. They have these two, and I liked both of them, but I think the contrast of using the square is going to be the best today. We can make this arrangement in permanent or in fresh flowers too. Today, we'll be using fresh flowers. So we'll need some Artesia floral foam. I float soaked my block of Deluxe Artesia foam. I'm using the Deluxe because the Deluxe Artesia is a little bit more stable. It's more strong and more sturdy to hold stems securely. You'll see why that's an important part of our surprise arrangement today. We'll cut a block and bevel the edges. One of the cool parts about Container Source is that they fabricate prongs directly into the bottom of the container. So when I place my Artesia block in here, it's going to hold it nice and secure. That's a great feature that only Container Source provides inside their containers. Now we're ready to add some of our auxiliary foliage. I was able to liberate some of this beautiful viburnum from on the roadside. So we'll call it Forsythia today. So these pieces are going to work very, very well. They're smaller and they're slender. I'll cut this nice and long and I'll place it into my floral foam. The second piece we'll place in a horizontal fashion on the other side of the container. This other little piece, that'll be great right up front. I'm using a secateur to cut these off. We call them a bunch cutter or a loppers, lots of different names, but traditionally they've been called a secateur. There's one on the back side. And one on this side. That'll be enough for right now. The floral content for my arrangement today is one of the Ask bouquets, the arrangement solution kits from Greenleaf. All the flowers I need are right inside this bunch. When I was on the same trip to AIFD, where I met the guys from Container Source, I was able to run down to San Diego and meet the people at Fiesta Flowers who create the Ask bouquets. All of these beautiful flowers are grown on the Baja of Mexico, and they're driven up to San Diego in water. So the freshness and quality of these bouquets are outstanding. They have everything I need because there's focal flowers, form flowers, line flowers, and filler flowers. We'll start with a few of our line flowers first. we're going to place these in where we made our 2 horizontal placements so that we start to mirror those placements themselves. I've also got some incredible upright amaranthus that will also work as a line flower and give us that extra punch of chartreuse green. We talk about chartreuse green a lot, and you know it's my favorite color. With the container being chartreuse green, it makes the pinks even more vibrant, or the red on these viburnum berries even more vibrant. So it's a great addition to this arrangement. It's going to make the flowers even more important. Bring in a few of our pink snapdragons. Use a couple taller towards the back. And we'll use another one short up front. It's great to have some asymmetry to this as well because it's not a totally even arrangement. We'll place our lily blossoms down in front. Also remembering that a beautiful flower like this is going to open up. This lily will open, this one will open, and in a couple days, so will these. So we want to give it a place in our arrangement that it has room to open up, not somewhere where it's wedged in real tight. We'll also add our Gerber daisies down close in front. In the arrangement solution kits, our Gerber daisies come with these protective coating. So that makes sure our Gerbers travel safely. Grouping those together in the front of the design creates for a stronger impact. If I used one way over here, and one way over here, and one way over here, I start to lose the impact of having those flowers clustered all together. Now I've got a couple of the pink Germinis. And because that's a very delicate flower, I'm going to leave it on its stem very long and bring it up on this side. My other one, I'm going to put close to that one so it allows them to be side by side. And the repetition of having those two together is going to give me more visual impact. We'll add the filler flower last to fill in between the other flowers. This is Solidago. It's a hybrid form of what we all know as ragweed, but this has had all of the pollen and all of the nastiness taken out of it. So now it's a great, friendly cut flower that we can use in our home that gives us great color and lasts a long time. Goldenrod is also the state flower of Nebraska. That's where I'm from. Now we'll be able to add a little bit of our viburnum in between these to finish out and cover up our artesia foam. If you've got a great stick like this, after you're done creating an arrangement, take this guy and stick him in some water. In a couple weeks, you'll have roots forming at the bottom. That guy can be planted out in your backyard so that you'll have more viburnum to cut later on when you have a fun arrangement like this to do. When using different foliages from out in your yard, it's important to test them first. Put them in water for a couple days, make sure that they're going to hold up. There are certain types of materials that just won't hold up in water. They have to be attached to a plant. But the Viburnum foliage holds up extremely well. It's perfect for a project like this. We use this piece with those berries on it right here in the front so that we get that red accent right next to our yellow lilies and our Gerber daisies. There, it's a pretty spectacular arrangement. What do you think, Flower Shop gang? Well, the flowers are pretty. Gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I thought so. That brings me to this week's JTV Trick of the Week, which is our arrangement itself. We'll need a little bit of bind wire. And some flexible stems. Our first two insertions we'll bend up and gather together over the top of the design. I'm using the natural colored bind wire because it's going to look like tendrils of vine wrapped around the stems themselves. Bound it loosely first, but I'm going to go back in here and do it nice and tight so that it holds really well. This other extended piece from before we'll bring down here like this. Now sometimes when you pull these up, you need to make a few adjustments. We're just going to push it in a little bit more. I may want to trim off a side like this. And I might want to add a few other pieces to help extend that a little bit further. We can add these additional pieces off the side to extend it. I've been doing this arrangement for years, but passing this secret trick of taking our two horizontal placements and tying them together over the top of the arrangement will make you look like a floral expert. It's like being a magician when people expect an arrangement to be a certain way and you change it up to create a focal emphasis that they can't resist. There's several other things that we need to think about. We've got options that we can work with. This is a great table centerpiece, but say we wanted to do something with giant flowing stems of Forsythia in the springtime. We could use a container like this and our Artesia designer dome. That would work very easily. Or perhaps at Christmas time, we use permanent botanicals. Here, I've taken the faux holly stems and attached them into styrofoam on either side. Then it's a great place for me to display my beautiful Christmas ornaments, or maybe some apples, or maybe even small Christmas presents. The Faux Handle Basket is an incredible floral accent. It's a great way for us to finish off any floral design. So what did we learn this week? We learned that construction is a very important part of this floral design. Our deluxe Artesia at the base holds our stems firmly in place so that we can create the surprise of our faux handled basket. The circle creates importance to anything that falls inside it. This arrangement truly is fun with flowers. I'd like to thank my new friends at Container Source for developing a great container that's super for this arrangement, and my old friends at Floorcraft for creating Artesia Deluxe Foam that holds everything perfectly. This week, I'm traveling to Horty Fair in Amsterdam to help Euphoria select some of the newest varieties of the prettiest roses on the planet. This is one we selected last year, called Alhambra. You can't wait to see what we'll find this year. Until next week, keep having fun with flowers.